Well, hello, welcome back to Adventures with Rosy, and welcome to sunny Tauranga. This is part 2 of our longest trip yet. We're going away for a week and a half, and we're actually in Tauranga at the moment. We're staying at this lovely avocado orchard? Avocado farm. Avocado orchard, I think. We're staying here. It's a nice cheap place to stay, and it's about 10 minutes away from where we're taking the caravan tomorrow to get serviced, Alliance RV, where we've been before. So we're just chilling out here. We're about to go into town. We've got our grey tank to empty, and we're going to go and find a train. You want to go for a ride on the train?
Which way?
Yeah, apparently there's a scale train in town in a nice playground, Memorial Park, so we're going to go and check that out. So I think Chelsea may have mentioned in the last video, but this is an avocado orchard we're staying on, and this is what they call a charges apply property, or a CAP. So the NZMCA, as well as having those nice parks we often stay in, and I'm always banging on about them, but they're great value and I really like them. They also have these things called POPs and CAPs. So a POP is a park over property, someone's paddock, driveway, backyard, somewhere where you can stay for free. And then they have charges apply properties, which is the same thing, but they just charge you a small fee for staying there. I think this one's like $10-15 a night, and you have option of power and stuff as well. Really nice. It's the first time we've sort of used the app to find a cap or a pop, because there's not one of those NZMCA parks in this area we're in, and really impressed so far. You can actually go on the app. If you're a member of the association, you can go on and look at like reviews and pictures and that sort of thing, and instructions of where they are and if they're suitable for dogs or kids or large vehicles or caravans or whatever. So really cool system, and I think we're definitely going to take advantage of it when we're out on the road a bit more full time. Alright, well, some days in Rosy are washing days, and other days are moving days and travelling days, and today we're actually doing the grey tank. So we're staying put here on this avocado orchard. We're on for another night. I think we're off tomorrow. So we've got a full grey tank, so we need to fill up the little portable tank we've got, and we'll take that down into town and dump it. Just gives us a bit of extra flexibility and saves us towing this all the way into town just to dump the tanks. Good morning, up bright and early this morning, off to get the service today. So we have to drop Rosie off at 9 o'clock in town, dump the tanks beforehand. I'm not sure if you have to dump the tank before a service, but I assume it's just a polite thing to do. One of those mornings this morning when the kids actually all wanted to sleep in and we had to wake them up. How ironic, normally they wake us up early, but we woke them up this morning to get them out the door. Alright, we're going to hook up and get on the road, and we'll catch up with you down at Alliance. Alright, well, caravan's all dropped off. Bit of a pro tip: if you own a Jayco Caravan and you don't want to drive all the way to Auckland like us, come to Tauranga and go to Alliance RV. They're a certified Jayco repairer to do all the warranty claims, servicing, that sort of thing. I'd much rather spend a weekend in Tauranga than drive up to Auckland and spend a weekend in the middle of the city. So now we're homeless essentially for the next 4 or 5 hours, which will be interesting because we feed the girls solids a couple of times a day. So we've got their little seat high chair things in the back of the car. We're going to find a playground to sit in and feed them, and wait for the call for picking up the caravan.
Here we are at the Lakes Water Park playground. We showed up and there were about 15 mums with all their kids here. I think we crashed their mum group morning tea, but they've all headed back home now, so we've got the place to ourselves.
So this is a really neat little playground. It's all water-based activities, like you wind handles and water flows down these drains, and then there's a big water screw down the bottom that brings all the water back up. Quite cool. It's really odd. It's in the middle of a subdivision in kind of the middle of nowhere. It's really odd to find on Google Maps. It's quite tricky to find, but pretty cool. I've not really seen playgrounds like this where there's so much activities for the children, you know, and it's all water play. Quite cool. Alright, this is the lunch spot, camping out in this playground. It's got these handy little tables here, so we're setting up shop right here. Okay, well, the service is all done and dusted. Everything passed, everything was fine, which is a relief. The service was $420, and most of that is labour. A little bit of consumables, re-greased some stuff underneath. I had a look through the service and warranty book about what's actually involved, and there's heaps of these tick boxes of what was serviced, what was checked over. So like the whole 12 volt system, the 240 volt system, all the water pipes underneath, all the gas pipes, the tanks, the pressure, mains pressure, shower pressure, all that sort of thing. But then also all your sort of, I guess the trailer side of the accessories. All the lights are tested, the brakes, they're adjusted if they need be, the park brake on the trailer, all of that. So it's pages and pages of stuff that was tested in here, so no wonder it takes 4 hours to test.
Did I tell me how you tapped on there?
Have a look in the cupboard.
What's cupboard?
So I'm really impressed with the level of service that Alliance RV have done on the van. The inside was immaculate. It was vacuumed out when we picked it up, air freshener hanging up, which is a nice touch. To give you an example, say the legs that wind down in the corners of Rosy, I'd been through some roadworks where there was like all that kind of concrete dust sort of stuff was caked on them, and the grease that was coming out of them, it's kind of caked up on that, and that was all cleaned out. That obviously cleaned that out, the tightened the legs, like the underside was looking good. There was just, a few things like that I wasn't expecting. That was really nice. Now it did take all day for our caravan, so it was a 4-hour service, but I raised a query with them. From a few videos ago, I talked about our shower draining slowly, and what they actually found was that the fall in the pipe from the shower runs across the back of the caravan, and it runs through a HEPO valve, which is a one-way duckbill style valve that lets water through, and there was more fall there was kind of fall in the pipe, and then it came up to the HEPO valve. So we actually had a part of the pipe that was like, the fall wasn't correct, if you know what I mean. There was a bit where water was sitting, and so when we were driving, that water was coming back up into Rosy. Kind of a strange way the pipe was suspended, and the fall wasn't on a nice even sort of angle. So they took that whole pipe out, cleaned it all out, and adjusted that fall, so then the shower's been draining really nicely now. They also surprised us. One thing we put in as a warranty claim was, when we picked up Rosy, one of the sides of the mattress was torn. It had obviously been dragged across a workshop floor or something, and the side was kind of melted black a bit of the mattress. It was still in its bag, but the bag had melted kind of onto the mattress. And so we put a warranty claim in through Alliance, and they said, yep, we'll see what happens. And we showed up and they said, cool, brand new mattress for you. One of our light fittings was cracked, and they also had that. So took care of the shower, the mattress, and the light. So really impressed with the service there. Like I said earlier, it saves us a trip all the way to Auckland, which is an extra few hours for us, and then waiting around in Auckland City. So can't recommend them enough.